Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, CFL week number 6. Week 5 in the books today, actually. I did okay in week 5. I was 2-2, straight up picks, 2-2 against the spread, 1-3 on the over-under. Year to date, 7-12, win-loss, 5-14 against the spread, 7-12 over-under, 19-38 overall. Obviously not where I want to be at, but hopefully I'll be getting better week by week. Like I said the first few weeks, expect the unexpected. We finally had the Tiger Cats being the Tiger Cats. They're 2-0 in their last 2. We've had some good games here recently. But first and foremost, because the week 5 ended today, I wasn't able to get my fantasy lineup in and share it here. So once I get that in tomorrow, maybe even on Wednesday, I will put it in the description so you guys can kind of see who I pick for my weekly fantasy. I am in the official Atlantic Schooners League. I am overall 30th with 327.7 points. Last week I was 5th, so it was 94.2 points. It's my best week yet. Some gain on it week by week. I think there's 82 people in the league. So 30 is not horrible. Kind of in the middle there. So hopefully I can get up to top 20 soon. But it's kind of cutting away at it. So what I like to do is go over some stats and stuff. So we're going to hit the team stat first, and then we'll do the individual stats here. Net offense, the Edmonton Elks have got a total of 1,159 yards. That's 386.3 per game. Toronto Argonauts, 1,095 total net yards, 365 per game. Calgary Stampede, 1,447 is 361.8 net yards. When it comes to second down conversions, Edmonton and Montreal are both tied at 50%. Calgary is at 47.4. First downs, that was second down percentage, the first one, and then first downs, Calgary was 80, BC was 77, Edmonton was 75. Now we have 3 QBs with 70% completion ratio or better. Number 1 is Trevor Lawrence with Edmonton, 75.2. Saskatchewan quarterback Cody Fajardo, 73.1. Michael Riley at BC, 71.7. We have 5 quarterbacks with a 100-plus efficiency rating. Dave Evans out of Hamilton, 108.1. Michael Riley from BC, 103.6. Trevor Harris, Edmonton, 103.2. McLeod Bethel Thompson out of Toronto, 102. Vernon Adams out of Montreal, 101.5. The most passing touchdowns on the year, we have Vernon Adams with 9, Zach Collier with 7, Trevor Harris 6. Most passing yards, Trevor Harris 1,260, Zach Collars 1,201. Receptions, the most receptions, Saskatchewan Kyron Moore 29 with 237 yards. Number 2 is Winnipeg's Kenny Lawler 27 with 371. Then the next one at 26 is Markeith Ambles out of Calgary, 26 for 331. The next 2 at 25 are both out of Calgary too. Jeff Huff, 25 for 374, and then Kamar Jordan, 25 for 357. The most receiving touchdowns on the year so far, Jake Winky with 4. We have 10 players tied with 2. Most rushing yards, Edmonton's James Wilder, 64 for 366. Now, William Stanback for Montreal is right there behind him with 60 for 346. And then Kadeem Carey out of Calgary, 57 for 294. The best average was at least 10 carries. The highest average rushing per attempt with at least 10 attempts. DJ Foster, 13 for 115, averaging 8.8. Cody Fajardo, 26 for 160, average 6.2, and then William Stanback, 60 for 346, averaging 5.8. On to the games. Game 1, Hamilton Tiger Cats 2-2 versus the Toronto Argonauts 2-2 as well. Tiger Cats are 1-0 at home. They are 1-2 away from home, but they are on a 2-game winning streak. They won back-to-back games. In those 2 games, they have scored 59 points while giving up 29. Toronto is 1-2 on the road, 1-0 at home. So far this year, they are 2-2. They've won and lost every other game. It's like they'll win, lose, win, lose. In the last two games, they've scored 49, given up 55. Week 5, Hamilton beat Toronto in Hamilton 32-18. This is Hamilton at Toronto. Hamilton is favored by 1.5. I am picking the Tiger Cats to win, cover the 1.5. I am taking over on the 42.5 based on last week and the points the Tiger Cats have been putting up over the last couple games. I think this could be a decent scoring game. It's almost like it took 2 games, like a preseason, for the Tiger Cats to be themselves. And here we are, 2-0 since then. I think we're going to go to 3-0. We're going to beat Toronto for a second week in a row. Next up, we have the Saskatchewan Roughriders, 3-1. They did start the season 3-0, and they lost last week. Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who are 4-1. They've had 2-game winning streaks. This is 1 versus 2 of the West. The Roughriders at home are 3-1, while the Blue Bombers on the road 1-1, at home 3-0. The last 2 games, the Roughriders have scored 31 points, and they've given up 33, while the Blue Bombers have scored 41 and given up 24. Week 5, Winnipeg beat Saskatchewan in Saskatchewan 23-8. This week, Winnipeg is a half a point favorite at home. That is just like, it's almost a pick 'em at that point. As much as I want to pick Saskatchewan, because again, they did start the season 3-0. Just with that game last week, 23-8, with Winnipeg winning that, I have to pick Winnipeg here. I got Winnipeg winning, covering the half point, and then under on the 38.5, based on that 23.5 score, and then overall they are at 65 in the last 2 games. That's 32.5 a game, or no, 31.5 a game. And then while Saskatchewan is at 64 points in the last 2 games. That's 32 points a game. So I'm taking the under on that 38.5. So Winnipeg winning, covering, and under on the 38.5. Next up, we got the 1-4 Calgary Stampeders, who've lost 2 straight, versus the Edmonton Elks, who are 2-2. They won 2 straight. Stampeders are 0-1 on the road, 1-3 at home. Elks 2-0 away from home and 0-2 at home. They are back at home in Edmonton. Last 2 games, they've scored 36 for Calgary, giving up 50. Elks scored 53, giving up 36. Week 5, Edmonton beat Calgary in Calgary 32-20. Now, what was weird here, the road team won last week. Now the road team in Calgary is favored by 3. Elks are 2-0 on the road, 0-2 at home. But they've won 2 straight. I think they're playing better, just like Hamilton. I think Edmonton is kind of starting to get hot again. They need that 2-week, almost like preseason. So I'm giving the 3 points to Edmonton. I got them winning, covering. I'm taking over on that 38.5 based on last week's score and based on the amount of points that Edmonton is scoring, 53 in 2 games. Next up, we have the Idaho Red Blacks, 0-3 in their last 3 games. Versus the BC Lions, who are 2-2. Again, they won just like Winnipeg every other game. Red Blacks overall are 1-3. Red Blacks have given up in the season 110 points in the last 2, 75 of those. This is a rematch from Week 4. BC won that 24-12. Ottawa is just in a tailspin right now, losing those 3 straight games. All the points they're giving up here recently. They gave up, 50-something to Montreal last week. BC is actually favored by 6.5 at home here. So I am picking BC to win. They're covering at 6.5 and under on the 41.5 based on that score from Week 4 at 24-12. The fact they've only scored 20 points a game, they're giving up 16.5. Red Blacks are giving up in the last 2 games almost 32.5 points a game, only scoring 20.5. So I got under on that 41.5 with BC winning and covering. All right, that is week number 6 of the CFL season. Make sure you check out week 1 of the NFL that is already up on our sports show. Also, make sure you check out week 2 of the NCAA later this week, along with the NASCAR previews at Richmond. And then also the review, if you're a pro wrestling fan, the review of AEW All Out. All right here on Robert Sports Show. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. And don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.